Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm excited to take you through one of my training days where I'm doing most of my cardio. So I start the day off by waking up, of course, and then I would be taking some pre-workout. I don't usually consume caffeine unless it's pretty early in the day and I'm going to be doing a workout, and that day just so happens to be today. Therefore, I'll be fueling up with half a scoop of pre-workout because my body does react a bit too much when it comes to caffeine. I'll also be having some electrolytes with that. I also take creatine and taurine, which I find extremely helpful for distance running. Unfortunately, I'm using a really old Apple Watch Series 7 with really crap battery life, and often the GPS signal does cut off. I do run with my phone, keys, and fluid pouch in my hands, which is really inefficient. I'm aware of that. And maybe that is what's slowing me down, but whatever, I still need to just sometimes get some electrolytes and hydration since it's starting to heat up in Hong Kong. I'm starting my day off with a 10k run. I started warming up at the park near my place and got stung by a few mosquitoes. I did try to start running from here, but the traffic lights were taking way too long, so I had to cut my workout. I then started from another point, but the same issue happened again, and I had to cut my workout again, so both of those were about 0.2 kilometers. Anyway, thankfully, third time's the charm, and I was uninterrupted for a while. But then I reached an intersection, which I'm indicating over here, where the GPS signal completely cut off, and my watch was not displaying my speed, which I found really frustrating. By the way, my favorite workout app when running with the Apple Watch is Workoutdoors, as I'm provided with so much more info than the stock app. That's why I'm able to see this GPS info. Anyway, I continued my run and pushed further, despite being a bit frustrated about the GPS. There was construction and a lot of people, but I did enjoy this route, as there's this place in Ho Man Tin that I really like, and has a really nice view along Chung Hao Street. I then ran to the promenade, which was another challenge, as I had to try my best to avoid red traffic lights, which I think I managed to do alright, considering I ran a sub 40. I then passed by Laguna Verde Avenue and then to Whampoa Promenade, passing through Hong Kong Pier and Promenade, and then taking a flyover and pedestrian bridge to East Tsim Sha Tsui and the Avenue of Stars. I really like the harbour view, but not as much as you hitting the like and subscribe button, so please do so below. Eventually, I reached the clock tower and made a U-turn back, running back to Laguna Verde. That's where I started my warm down run to the gym. I did a kilometer of rowing and some pull-ups. Then I got some chicken breasts, ate it. I also ate some bread, and then I went back home. I know it's like I do eat a lot of bread because I am a huge fan of Hong Kong bakeries. After showering, I had an early lunch of 2 sweet potatoes, oats, and peanut butter, as well as some soy milk to get a little bit of protein in. I then did some studying on my laptop, followed by yet another bread run, because I do like getting some mochi from the bakeries. I'm a big fan of mochi and bread and sweets in general, but I am trying to cut them down. Seeing that I'm doing so much running today, I guess it's not so bad that I'm consuming this many carbs. I then headed to Central for a run club. This one's called Midnight Runners, and it's really chill, as they stop every 2 or so kilometers to exercise. Before going to the meetup spot, I walked around Central, and you can see some of the landmarks I walked by over here. I then made my way to the Ferris wheel meetup point. I treated this as an easy run because it's just a social club. Run clubs are also a really nice way to meet new people and connect with other runners. I did run at about 4 minutes per kilometer for every interval, which I found pretty doable, considering I ran 10 kilometers in the morning. Of course, I added a few new people to my IG and Strava, and made some new friends as well as some old ones. Here's some footage from the run. Unfortunately, there will always be people who are overly competitive in a very unfriendly way. With this guy I overtook at the promenade immediately overtaking me and then slowing down, thus making me almost crash. I was super mad at him, but then had to remember to stay calm. I then found out that he does this to everyone, and I really do not know why. Anyway, the views were amazing. Also, it was Midnight Runner's 6th birthday, and there was free pizza, which I was super happy about. I had quite a lot of this, and I'm pretty sure I ended my day with over 4,000 calories. Anyway, that's a wrap on today's video. I hope you enjoyed this peek into my typical cardio day. Well, my typical cardio day for now, because it might change in the future. If you're into fitness, tech, or just want to see more of my adventures, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, as well as the notification bell. Thanks for watching.